Sometimes the best transformations start when you're willing to take something apart and see the potential in what it could be. This piece had great bones, just needed a fresh idea and a little courage to try something new. Well, on this cold morning, actually, there's a little snow in the forecast. So on that note, let me show you what's next. I have done many of these. Another client piece. Actually, the same client owned the hutch that I just did. That's over there. And this piece is, well, let me just show you. As soon as you see it, you'll know what I'm going to do. Yep, it actually had a mirror to it. As soon as we took it off, the front part of the mirror just literally crumbled, or it flaked. So the mirror was no longer usable. But anyway, these are perfect for, you know it, some side tables. So just removing this middle part, hopefully it won't be too hard. I will have to do some repair work, I'm sure of it. So yeah, there'll be some repair work that I will have to do, no big deal. She does want these painted. This blonde wood veneer has got to go. These are gonna be the cutest little things. They do have wheels on them, which I will be taking off. Let's see what the inside looks like. I haven't really looked. All right, these are solid pieces. Beautiful dovetailed drawers, really good condition. I won't have to do too much. Sometimes when you sand this down, the wood is actually looks like something other than what this is. So I might just take a sander just to see what's going on with it. All right, you guys know what's next, right? Let's do this. Every time, just slip. What I think I'll do is I'm going to keep this part on, cut them down, cut it, and then use some of this to replace what's missing up here. So, but first, let's see what's going on. Let's take off these things. Trying to figure out how these are connected. It looks like, I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Let's turn it around. This way. Ugh. I wonder if I think so. I'm just gonna cut it. I think so. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my mask. Safety first, folks. So I think the easiest way will be to just cut this right down the middle. Now let's get the other side. You know, every time I take apart a vanity like this, I can almost hear the collective gasp from a few people online. Yep, this is usually where the comments start rolling in. Things like, why would you cut that? Or, that could have been restored. Yep, but here's the thing. Not every piece needs to go back to exactly what it was. Sometimes giving it new purpose means it actually gets used again instead of sitting forgotten in a corner. So yes, I'm cutting it. and I promise it's gonna be worth it. Okay, this right here is the same, I think, as this top, but I need to, I'm gonna cut right here. Okay. Needs to go right there. Right. Ouch. Watch out for splinters. It looks like this is a little uneven. No, I'll fix it, figure it out. But let's check this side. A better fit. It might be. All right. I think I like that one better. Pretty darn good. Now I'm going to use this piece. Really wish there weren't any holes in it. It's okay. Okay, I'm going to use this piece right here, up here, but there are a lot of holes in it, so I'm just going to actually strip out a little bit in here. See how long I need to go first. So let's do this. Go right here. And then fit it in. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's do it that way. And the reason why I'm gonna put this on first is to make sure that this is level. I'd rather this be level and then have to adjust this piece first rather than the other way around. If that makes sense. That took about an hour and a half as far as disassembling them and then adding that little top right here. Now I just want to see what's under this veneer. I wonder if it looks like that. We're just going to sand it down just a little bit. The key to a clean shop is putting away your tools right after you use them. Otherwise, it can become a disaster. All right, let's see what we got going here. Let's get a closer look. That's okay. We're going to be painting them anyway, but this is a good repair. I think I need to nail that in place. Since I know now that I will be painting the top, I wonder if I should just take off. No, sand this down so it's even, and then I will fill this in. When I separated the Vanity into two pieces, that middle section left behind a few areas that needed some rebuilding. This is where Bondo comes in. Bondo is an automotive grade body filler, but furniture refinishers love it because it dries super hard, sands smooth, and doesn't shrink like wood filler sometimes can. I like to mix small batches at a time. It sets up pretty quickly. Once it's spread and fully cured, I'll sand it flush with the rest of the surface, and it'll look like it was never missing a thing. It's one of those behind the scenes steps that makes all the difference when you're repurposing furniture, giving new life to something that wasn't meant to be taken apart in the first place. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. I've seen other people do it. We'll let this dry overnight. Okay, I'm gonna go with these, but the holes are just a little too narrow, so I'm gonna have to re-drill some new holes. But in the meantime, I'm going to plug those up, and I have some dowels, and they're perfect. They'll just go right in there. Maybe I should cut it first, huh? Now that I kind of know the size, and what I'm going to do is sand it while the glue is still a little bit wet, and the little bit of the sawdust should blend in with it. I have some sawdust that I always hang on to. Just put it in there. Kind of push it in there. All right, and lastly, just for good measure, this stuff is great. It's Bondo glazing and spot putty. I have a little bit of a gap right here, and instead of doing Bondo, because this is just a backboard just slid in, I'm gonna try to just insert this piece. I think I'll be able to do it. Let's get this last little bit. I was hoping to start painting today, but I don't know. One last little piece of trim. Let me see if I have something that fits that little profile. I've got a lot of scrap wood. Let's see if I have some trim. Let's see if this little piece will work. And I think so. It's in the back area. I'll sand this down a little bit. My client decided to go with Melange Paints Heirloom White, and they describe it as a rich and creamy white aged by warm undertones. It's just the perfect color and tone for their space. This is always my favorite part, seeing it all come together for that final reveal. 2 matching nightstands that feel fresh, functional, and ready for another lifetime of use. With the drawers back in place, it's hard to believe this started as a single old vanity. Separating it, repairing it, and bringing each side back to life gave it an entirely new purpose. Another forgotten piece reimagined and restored, and that's what it's all about. As always, thanks for watching, and it's about flippin' time.